Chapter 37. We wait for another train in a small town near the tracks that looks made up of lost souls, of people on the streets sleeping, with arms over their faces, people in a fetal positions, their backs against dirty, graffiti concrete walls, people who stare endlessly at the darkness of the world from a town that doesn't seem to have a name. This is the hell route, I remind myself. My notes flash in my mind, and this must be a purgatory. I suddenly wonder if we have died too. Pulga and I. Are we alive? I ask her, sitting next to me on the dirty ground. Her eyes are wide as she stares out at all those lost souls. Yes, she tells me, we're alive. We're going to make it. The family that was at the shelter, that was with us on the train, is nowhere to be seen. I don't know where they disappeared to, but they're gone, and when I ask Kenya if they were real, she says yes. They're taking the little girl to a hospital, she says, and I remember now that we watched them walk away when we got off the train. Our bodies numb and our minds thick. They headed to the hospital, and we stumbled here, where we wait for another train. You think she'll be okay? I ask Kenya, but she just closes her eyes and shrugs. Your notes kind of stop here, she tells me, taking out my notebook from her jacket. I look at my notes in her hand and shrug. I reach for them and glance through the pages. I look at the little stick figures I drew in the margins, Chico and me on top of the train. I remember thinking those notes would be enough. I remember sitting by the bed, studying those notes would be enough. I remember sitting by my bed, studying those notes the night before we left, with the flashlight under the covers as Chico kept watch, and believing in them like the Bible. The name Lechiria stares back at me. It's circled in the blank ink as if the future was already marked even back then. If I had a pen, I'd draw a stick figure on the ground, black X's for eyes. I'd write, "This is where my best friend died." I give the small notepad back to Kenya. We'll get on this train, and then there should be another one that leads us to the altar. That's where the little girl's father said they will headed before they had to get off. I guess migrants can rest there and get supplies for crossing the desert. Does that sound right? She asks. Altar. I shrug. I don't remember. I don't care. I stare at the darkness. I retreat back into my own.